And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara. What's the scouting report on him? Just about to get underway. Number 86, getting ready to hit. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Left field, way back there. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double as a run scores. Next to hit, Alfonso Soriano. This one in the air, right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
The first baseman, number 34, David Ortiz.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Laser, base hit. Soriano rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one becomes property of the beast. All muscle to center field. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Out towards right center field. Marcy brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the catcher, Joe Mack, and he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. The 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Marcy moving under this one. Out, number 2.
Batting in, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
High fly ball, right field. Konai on the move. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And today's starting pitcher, Dennis Eckersley. What should we keep an eye on here? Xavier Edwards now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Inside almost got him. And a big swing and a miss. Struck him out without a swing. Some high G's for strike 3. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Lopez in his 3rd season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side, Soriano. The throw to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in Miami, leading off, Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula.
Alcantara trying to bounce back from a bumpy first. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Hard hit, right side. Paulie takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Boston, the shortstop, Jesus Mate.
That one to first, and that's just foul. The 0-1. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't.
So they turn things over to the righty, Jansen Junk.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. A double and a run scored his first time up. Out towards right center field. Could be extra bases. The run scores from third, and it's now a 6-run lead. And in its second with an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norton. There's the strike, 95 of that one. And a big swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And that's it at the knees for a strike. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. Heriberto Hernandez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Swing and a miss. Struck him. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. This one smoked, could be trouble. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. They call those the alleys for a reason, man. They're long, and if you can't cut the ball off as an outfielder before it gets by.
Runner at third, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. Flied to right his first time. On the ground to third. On to second, they get 1. Relay to first, double play. just missed. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Stowers settles under it, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. Eckersley back to work.
Hey! Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. That one just misses, and the count 1-2. Slow ground ball to the right side. Ortiz steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Agustin Ramirez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well.
Got him swinging. Back here in Miami, on to the 4th. Number 86 digs in now. Liner caught it second. 1 pitch and 1 out. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. This one in the air center field. Marcy under it. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Kyle Stowers. Swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
The 0-2. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in, David Ortiz.
Number 34, David Ortiz.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. That's a hit. The throw into second. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. To first. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. Eckersley back to work. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Throw sails over his head at first. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. On the ground, out to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. 0 for 1 so far. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Late with the swing there.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
2 on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now. In there, sets him down. Back here in Miami, all set for the top of the 6th. Joe Mack getting ready to hit.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Way inside. Well struck right field. Conine on the move, and that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Go! Big Dog's got to eat. A 2-run homer, and they end. So digging in, Josue DePaula. And first offering is fouled off.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him. 1 down. In the air to left center. Marcy on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Here's Wade Boggs now.
For the Brewers, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Left field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Edwards over at first with 1 away. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And they'll do it again. 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Next for the Marlins,
Connor Norton will hit next. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. That's in there.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Cut on and missed, and we go to the top of the 7th. Digging in, Alfonso Soriano. Hammered, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are
running around the move. This one high in the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. And now the center fielder, Max Clark. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine. And that one hammered. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that back here at Lone Depot Park. Ready to begin the 8th. Joe Mack now at the plate. Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
The right fielder, Fernando Jr.
That one blasted deep to right. Back there. Go! Big Dog's got to eat. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Rips that one to right. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
They say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. There's a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
To the right side. Throws to first, and that will end the inning. Back here in Miami, now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez.
Hey!
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him. One away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
First pitch swinging.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Fights it off. You'll see another. In the air to left center. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 outs. Otto Lopez digs in now. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. There's a strike at the knees. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Down. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Calvin Fauché.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
He did not go around. This one in the air right field. And it falls. And a man aboard. At the plate, Alfonso Soriano.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Swings through that. Just missed. To second for 1. Over to first.
No, he's in.
Safe. There goes Soriano. Line drive, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He will score, and the lead continues to grow.
Waste no time there. He seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
And the batter now, Max Clark. Ouch, that one drilled him.
He's out.
Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there, it's got a chance. Grabs it right up against. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Yeah.
And that's outside.
That's just out.
And the count is 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. The next pitch misses. Now 2-2. Inside, just missed. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit to the right side. And foul ball. 0-1 now. There's the strike. Got him looking. And the Marlins with just 1 out left. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. They're down to their final strike. The Fish with a lot of ground to make up in the last half of inning number 9. 11